Hello everyone, I am Mr.S.S.Patil, Assistant Professor from Department of Mechanical Engineering, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today we are going to learn constructor in a Python. So here we are going to learn about constructor in object-oriented programming. So how it is utilized by using different programs. Learning outcome. At the end of the session, students will be able to use constructor method used in a Python programming. Constructor. So constructor is a special method in a Python. The name of the constructor should be underscore underscore init underscore underscore self in a bracket. Constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. The main purpose of constructor is to declare and initialize the instance variables. Per object constructor will be executed only once. Constructor can take at least one argument. That is, at least self argument should be there with constructor. Constructor is optional, and if we are not providing any constructor, then Python will provide a default constructor. Let's move ahead with the difference between method and constructor. So method is nothing but a functions what we call in a particular type of class tree. So here a name of a method can be any name in a method, while a constructor name should be always underscore init underscore. So that is a particular way to mention a constructor. Now we look at second point of a method. Method will be executed if we call that is method. Constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. So while creation of the object, during that it will initiate that constructor. Method. Per object, method can be called any number of times. That means we can have multiple functions and multiple methods, and we call any number of times those methods. Constructor. Per object, constructor will be executed only once. So only once it will be called. Inside a method, we can write a business logic or any type of logic. Constructor. Inside a constructor, we have to declare and initialize instance variables. Let's move ahead with a new part of a constructor. So we are now moving to see the different examples, how it is evolved from the basic example. Okay. So basic example, we are creating a class of a circle. Then we have to define underscore underscore init underscore self, and self dot diameter is equal to 40. So here if you observe that self as a single argument or attribute is considered for a constructor. Now constructor is not really play an important role right now, because right now we have to define an object. So object is circle underscore a, and we have to give the class name circle. Then we have to print circle underscore a dot diameter. So that time it will consider as diameter is 40. So now object is initiated, and by default that constructor self argument is displayed, because we are going to print that argument. If we take another circle underscore b, that is another object, then also it will be print circle underscore b dot diameter will print same value as 40. Okay, let's move ahead with a little bit modification of this given circle class. Now we are adding a new attribute as a diameter. So define underscore underscore init and in underscore self dot comma diameter. So by using this we can again mention self dot diameter as a variable is equal to diameter. So diameter is here as a variable. Then we move ahead of initializing the particular object. So small underscore circle is equal to circle 40. So circle 40 is our class. Print small underscore circle dot diameter. Big underscore circle is equal to circle 200. So it will be print a bigger circle diameter. This a small change in a constructor while we are adding a new argument with self. Now let us see this example on our particular program. So this is our Visual Studio Code. Here also we mention a circle as a class. We are defining the constructor self comma diameter. So here this diameter is defined. So this is a variable, and small circle is our object and the circle is our class. Okay, so it initiate this particular 40 value, and small underscore circle is equal to diameter, and so it will be print 40 for that purpose, and big underscore circle is equal to circle, that is 200. So big underscore circle dot diameter, it will be print 200 as a bigger circle. So just we are giving inputs one by one. So let's move ahead with a new part of this particular example. That means again extension of a new part of the example. Now in this particular example we are solving a circle area. That means we are defining the methods. Previously we defined only variables. Now we are adding the methods and those methods are called, and we are returning the values of those methods. That means we are solving or we are putting the different formulas regarding that particular methods. Okay, so first if you observe, we are defining a circle first, then we have to define underscore underscore init self comma radius. So here radius is another attribute or parameter of a circle. So self dot radius, here we are mentioning the radius. That means what we are doing actually, we are mentioning the variable, and define the get underscore area self. That means what we are actually doing here, we are defining a method of area. So calculation of area will be taken place. For that purpose we have to give return the statement as a formula of area. So that area will be 3.14 into self dot radius double star, that is indices 2, that means it will be taken a square. So what will happen in this statement, it will be do the calculation of that part. Then again we have to define the perimeter, because we require both the things, area and perimeter. So here we are defining the perimeter. We are returning 2 into 3.14 into self radius. That means we are defining the formula 2 pi r for perimeter. Now we have to define an object. Circle 1 is our object, is equal to circle 30. For particular radius 30 we have to define that circle. Then we have to print that area. So circle 1 dot area get underscore area will be printed, and here also perimeter will be printed. So if you observe that we are getting the value for radius 30, the area will be 2826, and for radius 30 the perimeter will be 188.4. So you will get the answers by using the simple example of a class and object method. Now let us see some another example also. Class, we have to define a product. So here we are defining a product name, the brand name, the model name, and the price of the product. So product can be anything. It can be TV, it can be washing machine, it can be a camera, it can be a web camera, it can be your different types of electronics. You can take any type of general product. Okay. Here we are mentioning those variables as a product name, brand name and model name, and then price we have mentioned. Then here we can use concatenation also, that is self product name with the model name. So product name plus concatenated model name, because those are strings, so we can concatenate itself. So here TV is our object and this is our class. So here we have to define TV, Sony Bravia, ABC and 64,000. So TV is our particular type of product. Sony Bravia is a company name or brand name of a product, while ABC is the product model name and its price. Similarly, we can mention a washing machine, its product, and the washing machine is their product name, and here we are taking a brand name, here we are taking again a model name, and here we are taking a price of that machine. Now we can take a print of different parts, like we can have a only model name, we can take a model name of washing machine, we can take both the names of a model name plus name of the product, and we can execute this particular example. So you will get this answer. These are some of the references. Thank you.